This conference will now be recorded.
So in the last class, we have been discussed about the basics of certain functionalities in the Excel, and I've been also forwarded a document in the WhatsApp. So have you people have been tried? If you have been tried, please type it as yes. So at least let me know that the people have been received it and you have been tried. So if you type it as tried, good. So fine. I think you people have been received a recorded session of yesterday's. So you can go ahead once again with that recordings, whatever we have been discussed, and check it out with that file what I have been sent to you. So you can try it once again. So is there any question? Do you have it? The people who have tried it, any doubt? Fine. You can just make a note of certain the doubts what you have it. So you can be able to raise it at any point of time in our course, any classes. Okay. So because our classes, it will be connected from each and every session to the future sessions. So whatever we have been discussed in the initial classes, so that it is going to be get connected to the end of the course sessions, right? So you can be able to raise the questions at any point of time. So let us continue with this. So comparatively for yesterday, so today it is less in numbers of people have been joined. So please make sure that any concerned person is there who can take an initiative, and you can just check it out with them. So is that any problem with their logins or any kind of issues they have it, so that we can be able to sort it out and we can make them to get connected with us. Okay, so let us start with the today's session. So we'll continue with that few more Excel functionalities. So which is very important for us to learn it to do with the financial modeling related projects. Okay. So in the last class, we have been discussed about how to do the sum functionality. Then hope the screen is visible to you people. So in case if it is not visible, you can type it as a not visible in the chat box. So we have been discussed about the sum function, subtract, average, product, then sorting, then column sorting, or we can call it as a filtering. Then in the filter, we have been seen with how we can be able to filter the content based on the text wise and also with the color wise. Okay, and I've been given certain type of questions on which you can be able to work on it, and so you can be able to find the answers based on our previous interactions. Okay, this you keep it as an assignment, so you can be able to do it, and in case if you find it any difficulty, you can let me know with it. So the next thing is advanced filter. So in the last class we have seen that in the given data how we can be able to get the information only what we want. So here we are going to see with the advanced filter option that we have certain conditions, so where I have to get the data based on that conditions given. Okay, so here you can be able to see that given data on the left hand side. So you can be able to select this data. So can anyone help me out to select in a easier way with all the contents in this table? So we have 4 column data: client name, country, city, location, amount, 5 columns data. So can anyone unmute yourself and let me know that how do I select the data in a easier way instead of selecting one by one? So how can I select the data in a faster way? Can anyone try with this? Even though it looks like it is a simple thing, so we have to know about it because it will make us to get the results at faster way. Can anyone try?
Sir, is it control plus A?
Control A, if you do it, it is going to select the data from wherever the uh, table, or we can say it as, yeah. So control A also can be used it. Very good. Suppose if you are going to keep the cursor over here and if you are going to press control A, that is in the empty space, if you are going to keep it and if you are going to press control A, it is going to select the whole sheet. But so when you are going to try with control A, so you can be able to keep the cursor on the first cell value of the table and you can press control A. So this is also one of the way to select the complete data. And I have received an answer that drag or shift plus down arrow key. Okay. So if you are going to use the shift arrow key, so it is going to use, it is going to take one by one. So instead of using this, so you can use it control shift right arrow to select on the right hand side and again control shift down arrow. So it will take it to the end of the table content. Okay. So either in both the ways you can be able to choose with. Good. Good try. Fine. So now after selecting the data, so now I have to go for data. So here under filter tab, you have an option called advanced. So click on this advanced option and here you can be able to have two options on the action. Either do you want to get the result in the same table where you have the original data, or do you want to have a original data separately and the result what you want on another location. So you have both the options. So let me choose it with the second option, copy to another location. So click on this and now the list range. So by default, it is going to be selected. Suppose in case if you are not selected the data, directly you have gone to the data option. So in that case, you can just click on this browse option. So there's a browse and you can remove this so that it is not been selected. So select. So you can select as control A and check it out whether it is okay. Control A here it is not going to get work. So select control shift right arrow, control shift down arrow. You can see that the last cell value, that is from A7 to E262. So it has been selected the table. So this is how you are going to select it and make sure that it is going to be started with the word called advanced filter and click on this tab on the right hand side so that it is going to show over there. The next thing is criteria range. So click on that browse and select the condition what you want to apply it for that data. So select it and click on The next, copy to. So select this and select the first cell of that table from where it has to start with the result data and click on accept. Now, so hope you people have understood with this. How did we select with this data? List range is the original data. The complete data you have to select it. Complete table you have to select it. Criteria range, the condition what we wanted to apply, and copy to should be the place where I want the result to be displayed as per the condition from the original table. So click on OK so that it is going to give the data only related to the location Park Plaza. You can see that it is going to show only the location of Park Plaza, and you can be able to select it the values only which has a more than 70,000. So let's see that is there any values lesser than 70,000? No. Okay, so this is how you can be able to do the advanced filter by giving some the particular type of conditions. Okay, so let me remove this. And can anyone guide me now to get the data as per the second condition or the second case? So can anyone unmute yourself and can you guide me? How do I do this? So you can try even if it is a wrong, it's okay. But I want anyone to try with this. So how to start with? Anyone can try. Or will you people will try it on your side and let me know the answer whether are you people are able to get this solution. Hope everyone are there online. Or should I show it once again so that you can be able to try it on your side? So in case if you want me to repeat it, please type it as repeat so that I can repeat the same for you people. Repeat. Good. So someone has taken the initiative. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so let me try it once again. So we are there in this sheet where the data is available. So let me go to the data tab, and here under the sort and filter tab, we have it advanced filter option. So go to the advanced option. Now by default it has selected the data. So in case if it is not selected, okay, so first and foremost thing is select the option copy to another location so that whatever the changes we do it, so let it get resulted on the other location instead of changing in the original data. So first option is copy to another location. Then under the list range, click on this browse option and select the whole table by using Control Shift right, Control Shift down arrow key. So it has been selected and click on accept screen. The next option criteria range. So click on this and remove the condition, any information it is there. So then select the second case condition and click on accept. Then copy to, so browse it, remove it and select the cell where it has to start with that resulted data. Accept this and click on OK, so that you can be able to get the information only related to that condition what you have been selected with. Okay, so you people try with the case number 3. So I'll be sharing this document after the session. Okay, so I'll remove this. Okay, so hope you people have understood with this. Okay, I'll give a minute of time in case if you have any doubt, you can let me know. Yeah, thank you for being online. So hope you people have understood. So if you have understood, please type it as move on so that we will go to the next option. Okay, thank you. So let us go for the next option, that is a special condition. So now we have certain data which is incomplete. Okay, so the data here it has been filled up. So we have to fill up only those, fill up the blanks which is there from this original data. So how we can be able to do with this? So now you can be able to select this, the two columns of data. So let me select it, shift right and shift down arrow key, so that it is going to be selected till the end of the table. You can see that it is the same cells where it has been ended in the original data or original table data. So now I have to press Ctrl G. So Ctrl G is a shortcut key for go to, and here I will select the special option in which I will select it as a blank and click on OK. So in the selected table in the selected range. So based on the go to special condition, it will get selected only those particular cell addresses which were not been filled with any information, or the blank cells has been selected automatically. So now you have to give it as equals to and select the cell. So it should be equal to this. So you can see that in the original data, so select the cell which has not been entered, which is a blank cell as per that data compared to your filled data. So select that cell and instead of pressing enter, kindly press Control Enter. So when you press Control Enter, it is going to fill up with all the details, the same as data what is there on the right hand side table. So it is going to get feeded up in this blank cells. Okay, so I'll repeat it once again. So initially you have to select that columns in which it is blank. So select it till the end of the table equal to the original table. Then press Ctrl G for go to. Then click on special option and select here as a blanks so that it is going to get selected with only those blank cells. And here you have to give it as equals to, and in the same row in the completed table, whatever the value is there, so select that cell value and press Control Enter so that it is going to get filled up with fill up the blanks, same as the data. Okay, so can anyone try with me in this? Can anyone guide me at least with this? So the next question for you people, should I repeat it once again? So type it as repeat in case if you are not understood. So if you have understood, please guide me. Okay, so I'll just make you people to open the same. So how many of them are using a laptop in this session? Can put it as me. Okay, fine. I'll do one thing. So I'll share this document to you people now itself on the WhatsApp, and let me know that is that are you people are able to open that file on your WhatsApp, I mean on your system. Give me a minute. So give me a minute. Yeah. So can you people just check it out on the group, in the WhatsApp group? Have you received any Excel file and confirm me?
Yes, we have
Received.
received.
Okay. So can you try to download it on your system and can you try to give the answer on that? So since it is a practical oriented subject, so I want you people to be very much clear with this, and we will try to do it on live. So in case if any kind of doubt is raised, it will be helpful to the other people who will do it later. Take a 2 minutes of time and try to download it and open it and confirm me. So can anyone let me know that whether have you been downloaded? So you can type it as me and it is opened on your laptop or on your system. Yeah. So Abhirami, can you share your screen? I'll give you the access to you. Give me a minute. So can you try to share your screen? So there is an option called screen option on your GoToMeeting screen.
Sir, can you give me a minute? I'll join.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So don't you have a data on that?
Sir, I'm unable to find data on the other side.
Okay, just a moment. I'll just check it out.
Yes.
Can you close that file and can you reopen it once again, ma?
Yes, sir, I'll do it.
Yeah. Still you're finding no data?
Yeah, I couldn't get the data.
Can you go to the special one?
Yeah, in this I have the data, sir.
You have a data.
Yeah.
I'll reshare it. Kindly be online.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So now I've reshared it. Can you try once again, ma?
Sir, I'm trying. Fine.
Yeah.
Now I got it, sir.
Oh, now the data is there. So share the screen.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah, now we are able to see. So click on that enable editing on the top.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine. So now can you try to bring up all the blanks with the given data on the right hand side?
Yes.
From the heading, not from the blank, from the heading, supplier
Okay.
number and supplier name. From there you start it. Yeah. Use the shift. Yeah. Okay. Good. Very good.
Sir, I have a doubt as to what you're supposed to do next, sir.
Equals to, then select it from the next given
This
data.
cell.
Yes. So the same range. Okay. Control enter. Press control enter. See,
Yeah.
automatically it is going to feed up all the blank cells values from that particular range. Is that clear, Manav?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Okay, that's nice. Then one more thing is, see, whenever you are going to bring the data from other table, okay, so can you just keep the cursor on that first cell of the value where you filled up the blank? Click on that.
This one,
Ah,
sir.
yes, yes. Click on that cell, the first cell. So can you see on the top you are able to see it as equal to F6.
F6. Yes, sir.
Okay. So suppose if you make any changes in that cell value in F6, so here also it get changes.
Okay.
So that means if you make it as a blank over there, so here also it will be blank. Can you try it? Just can you bring the cursor on the other table F6
Yes, sir. I tried.
and can you make some changes over there?
I can change the number.
Yeah, just change some number. Enter. Can you see the changes?
Yes, sir.
Is it taking the same values?
Yes, sir. It has the same value.
Yes. So this is it the right way of keeping the data, or whether we are supposed to have the original data on the copied cells so that both will be both will be as a separate data. So press Ctrl Z to undo the changes what you did now. Ctrl Z. Just press Ctrl Z.
Huh?
Ctrl Z you do it, ma.
I tried.
Is it not making any changes? Ctrl Z. Ah.
Yes, sir. It's now.
Okay. So press Ctrl S to save. So is that saved?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now when you are copied the data from other table or from any other place, from any other location, and the copied data, it should not be being changed whenever there is a change in the original place or the original location. So in this case, what we have to do it is, so you have to select the two columns. So for supplier number and supplier name on the left hand side, the copied cell data table. This side, left side.
These two.
Yeah, these two, the whole table you go there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is that my voice is audible now?
Sir, you're audible only
Yes.
now.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Fine. So you can be able to select that two columns. Select those two columns, the complete data.
Yes, sir.
Now place the cursor over there. Use shift right and control shift down. Okay. So now press control alt,
Yes, sir.
control C for copying.
Control C.
Control C.
Okay.
Yeah. So the whole table, it is the selected area will be copied, and control alt V.
Control Alt V.
Yeah. Control alt V. So only control V will paste it directly, whatever you have copied. But here, when you are copying that and if you are going to paste it, okay, so it is going to paste it only the cell values. Okay, yeah, we will do one thing. You just close this. So whatever the dialog box it is open, you just close this. Close this. Okay, now it is copied over there, right? The selected range is copied.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you just bring it on any empty space after the second table? After the second table, so you take it like J5, J, column J.
With normal paste option. Control
Yeah, normal paste.
Control V.
Don't get the cursor over there on J5, the cell address J5. Click over there and paste it. Control V. See, can you see the difference? When you paste it directly from that copied cells, because you can see that there you are having the cell address as a equal to F6, right? Can you
Sir.
see the difference in the table also? There it is showing us some false information.
It is showing false here.
Yeah. Okay. So this is when you're taking the data from any other copied data. So if you paste it, the copied cell address to the other place, so this is how the number it is going to show. It will not show the data. So instead of this, so can you press Control Z? Control Z. Just press Control Z. That is making it into undo the previous action. Control Z, you do it. Okay, it is
Yes, sir.
undo action.
Okay.
So once again, Control Z.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. So now, can you get the cursor over there as a false? What it is written?
This
Yeah.
one.
Click
This
over
one,
there.
sir.
Yeah. No, only on that. Don't select it. So can you type the number, the same number which is there
Yes,
below?
sir.
Yeah. Enter. Okay. So now, okay. So now you select these cells. I mean the table once again from the supplier number and supplier name till the end of the table,
Yes, sir.
and copy Control C.
Control C. Yes, sir.
And press Control Alt V in the same place.
Control Alt V. Yeah.
Control Alt V and select
Yes.
as values
Okay, sir.
and click on OK. Okay. So now can you get the cursor on the first cell and check it out?
This one, sir.
Yeah. You click on that. Is it showing with the value or with that cell address.
It's showing the value.
Values, right? So now if you make any changes on this side,
Yes.
can you try with that?
Yes, sir.
Enter, press enter. So is it changing over there?
No, sir, it's not changing.
Okay, so this is how you are going to copy and paste the content when you are going to have a cell references. We call it as that equals to F6 what you have it. So that is called as a cell reference. So if you have any cell reference value which should not be changed, means you have to paste it in this way. Okay, instead of directly copying and paste by using Control V, instead of that you can use the paste special option, that is Control Alt V, and make that values as a normal values instead of having a cell reference. Hope everyone were able to understand with this. Is that clear, ma? Any doubt on this part?
Yes, sir, clear.
Clear, right? Okay. Fine. So go to the next.
The upper lower one, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma. So here we have certain data. So in a different format. Okay. So you can just make it the given data. So in a proper format or in the uppercase or in the lower case. Okay. So now can you get the cursor on the 8th, that is TE Thompson and Company Limited?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah. So go to the proper option.
Sorry, sir.
So get the cursor on the row which has a name as TE Thompson and Company Limited.
Yes, sir, I got it.
Okay. So go to the next under the proper column name proper. Place the cursor over there.
Okay.
Not there, not there. In that proper column, get the cursor next to TE Thompson and Company Limited. That is
Yes, sir,
B8.
I got it.
Yeah, click over there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you type it over there as equals to proper? And use the tab key to open that function. Tab. Okay. It opens with a bracket and select this cell, the text, which is written as T. Thompson and Company Limited. Yeah, select that cell, close the bracket and press enter. Okay, so this is in case if it has to show in proper format. Can you see the difference? What is there in between the A8 and the B8 cell values?
The
What is the
case is
difference?
changing, sir. Case letter is changing.
Yes. So if it is proper means the first letter will be in a capital letter and the other letters it will be, the word will be started with capital letter and the rest of the other characters of that word will become in the smaller characters or lower case. Okay, so suppose if you do it the same thing in the uppercase. So come to the upper next to that and type it as equals to upper. Very good. Select the same cell. Close the bracket, enter. So it gives the value in only capital letters. So the next one is lower. Okay, so these are the ways how you can be able to bring your characters in uppercase, lowercase, or in the proper case. Okay, so the next one is trim. So equals to type it as trim. Select the previous cell. Close the bracket. So did you find any difference? So in this you don't have any difference. Can you do the same thing for the second one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So got any difference?
The gap is filled, sir.
Yes. So there will be a proper gap in between the words to words. So when you are going to use with the trim. Okay. So the next one is transpose. So here you can see the data. It is in the vertical format. And if you want to get this data into horizontal format, so how can you get this? So can you select the whole table? Copy, Control C. So is that copied? Yes. So now
Yes, sir.
after copying it, can you get the cursor under the output below to that? Next cell. So here right click and you can see that there is an option as paste special. So just get the cursor over there and click. And can you find out there are different types of pasting option. So in the first seventh option, if you get the cursor, so there is an option as transpose. So if you click on that, so it is going to get pasted the values in the vertical format. Sorry, in the horizontal format. Okay. Next, go to the count option. So here you can be able to see a table of data, and below to that it is asked with three options. So the first one is count. So equal to count, you give it. Open the bracket and select the cells of the second column from top. Yeah, from there till the end of the table. Yes, till there, not before that. Okay, yeah. So close the bracket, enter. So what is the value it is showing?
5.
5. So why it is giving the value of 5? So because whatever the count it has been considered over there, it has taken only the count of the information which has been filled with the numerical characters. So can you see in that selected data range, so how many cells are filled up with the numerical values?
5, sir.
5, 4, 1, 4, 50 and 1. Okay, so the count will give you the result of those selected cells in which it is given with only numerical value. Can you try with the count A? Same way. Select the same range. So how much it shows? 8.
8.
Okay, so here it is showing the 8. So it is showing the cells values which has been filled up. Either it is in the form of numbers, or it is in the form of alphabets, or it is in the form of any symbols. So that means the cells which has contained some data, count A will give it the total count of those cell which is containing some data, right? So the next one is count blank. So it is showing with 2. So that is in the selected range, the cells which were blank, only those count it is giving over here. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let us go for the next one. So the next one is concatenate. Next sheet.
Sir, this go to meeting page is hiding my other part of the screen, sir.
Oh, is that?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Do one thing. Can you see there? There is a into mark on the left hand corner.
Yes, sir, it's there.
Not there, not there. So before your voice, the mic symbol is there, na? Above that.
The collapse. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. So now you can be able to see the complete screen. Okay. So here, so concatenate means it is just you are going to bring two cell values into one cell value. Okay. So we will try one. So go with that fourth option, that is equals to concatenate. Okay. So now can you use the arrow key, left arrow key, and select the cell? Is it allowing you to select it? Yes. B8 to C8. Very good. Close the bracket and enter. Okay. Wait. So click over there. Once again, you use that formula, function equals to concatenate.
Show some error here.
No, type. Select it by using, use it with the tab key.
Okay, sir.
You can use up and down arrow key and use the tab. Okay. See there, it is given as text1, comma, text2. Instead of you selecting it as a range, select it first cell B8.
B8.
Okay. Comma,
C8.
then C8. You can use the arrow key, left arrow key. Use left. Keep on moving the cursor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you close it. Can you see it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So whenever you people are going to use it with the functions, you have to make use of it with the arrow keys.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now you can see this. It has been combined two cell values into one cell value, the text information. But I want this to be combined with the one space. So in between, I need a space between the first cell value and the second cell value. How can I bring that? So in the same place, you can type it equals to concatenate. Once again, good. Select B9. Okay, comma, wait, remove that. Use the double quotes which is there. Use the shift key and the double quotes. Yes, good. One space. Once again, double quotes, comma, C9. Close the bracket.
Sir.
So can you see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So go to the next one. No, not with this. Hope you have understood this. Go to the next sheet. Okay, so the large number and small number. So here you can be able to give the numbers. So select it. The second one you select it. Get the cursor on the second one. So equals. So you can use it as a small. Okay. So there you select the complete data over there. That is that particular row. You can select it. Yeah. Comma. So you can give it. So the first smallest or second smallest, like that you can be able to give the number. No, don't give the number. Don't give the number by your side. So it has to find it. For example, you give it as 1.
1. Okay.
Give it as 1. Close it. Close it and press enter. See, the first smallest number in the selected data is 98. Can you get the cursor again on the same place?
Yes, sir.
Okay, press F4. Is it making any changes? F4. Now get the cursor on that particular place where you have
Yes.
got the values. Okay, press F4.
It's moving to the
Is it
next.
making? It's moving to the next one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, press F2. Yeah. So F2 is a shortcut key which will say that what is that condition or what is that formula or what is the function you have used in that cell value. Okay. So can you change it instead of 1 to 3
Yes, sir.
and close the bracket? Enter. Can you see the value? So the third smallest value it is showing in that selected area or selected range. Is that clear? Can you try it for the large?
Yes.
Yeah. So give it as 1. Good. Enter. So the first highest number in that selected area is 342.
342.
Okay. Is that clear, Ma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Let us go to the next one. So this is very important. So try to understand with this. So just go up, little bit up. Yeah. So here it says the cell referencing. So what is the cell referencing? What does it ask for you to do with? Okay. So in the given data, the client name amount is there. So if you are going to apply the discount of 5%, so what will be the discounted value? So 12,000 on 12,000 rupees, what is the discounted value? So go with the first answer, equals. Select the cell value of 12,000. Okay, into the multiplication. Then select the above one, the percentage, 5%. Yes, that's cell reference. Enter. So are you getting the discounted value? So what is the discount value is on 12,000, 5% is?
600.
Is it correct? Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now when you are going to do this, so we are not going to calculate it only for that particular cell. I want this calculation to be applied to the other cell values. So how do I bring the condition or the formula or the function what I have applied in one cell, how do I bring it on the other followed cells?
Can we use the drag options?
Yes. Can you drag it?
Yes.
Good. So is it giving the value?
There's some. It's not giving the
So there are
proper.
some error, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
can you go to the second cell value and see what is the mistake it has happened? Can you get the cursor over there and can you see, press F2.
F2.
So what is that cell values it has taken? B12 is correct? 5600?
B7 it has taken, sir.
No. See that full formula, ma. So it has taken
Yes, sir.
B12 is first, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 5600. On 5600, the 5% it has to be calculated. So where
Yes.
that 5% it has been given in which place? On which
It
cell
should be
address?
B6.
B6. But here it has taken as B7 because when I drag it, the cell reference values will keep on changing it, right?
Okay.
So even from B11 it has been changed to B12. From B6 it has been changed to B7. So it has given a right answer, but it is not the answer what we want. Okay. So when I want it like that, so I have to do a change over here. So just press enter key on that and just enter. Let the same value be. So whenever we want to drag that values to be calculated on the other cell values as per your condition, okay, so you have to see that whether whatever I've given the values, it is going to be a fixed value. So here, what is a fixed value? Is it the 12,000 is a fixed value or a 5% is a fixed value for calculation in on the other cells?
5%, sir.
5% is a fixed value. So that means 5% is given in which cell? What is the cell address of the 5%?
B6.
B6. Okay. So we have to freeze that particular cell reference. Okay. So can you get the cursor on that 600 value? So the first answer what you have been taken and press F2. Okay. So now the cursor is on which side? Is it on the B11 side or on the B6 side? The cursor is blinking over there, right? So is it blinking on the
On
B11 side
B6.
or on the B6 side, right? So
B6, sir.
yeah, so you can use it over here. So here, before making the next changes, please understand this. Here we have two information. One is B and another one is 6. So B is representing the column name. The 6 is representing the row name, right? So
Yes,
B
sir.
is a column, 6 is a row. Okay, so now I have to freeze this, that is the B6 value to be fixed for calculation when I drag it on any other cell addresses. Okay, so to make it freeze, press F4. Okay, so when you are going to freeze it, it is going to show the freezing symbol as a dollar symbol. So now it has been freezed B column and the 6th row. Okay, can you press once again F4?
Yes, sir.
So now it has been freezed what? Is it the row or a column?
Only the row is fixed.
Only the row. Good. Once again press F4. So now it is
Column is this.
Only the column. Okay. So once again press F4. So it is going to remove that freezing. Okay. Just give me a minute. I'll be back. Yeah. So now we are going to freeze it with the B6 value. So by using F4. Okay. Now press enter. So it will not affect anything for this value. So can you now drag it from here to the end and see that whether the calculation has happened properly.
Yes, sir. Now it has happened properly.
Okay, so this is very important thing which you have to understand and you have to practice it very well, because whatever the concepts we are going to discuss on the project wise, so we will be little bit faster, and if you have understood this, it will be easier to you to make the things at faster ways. Okay, so can you try the case number 2? Okay, so now we have taken the result of only the 5%. So now you have to drag it on the downside and on the right hand side. Can you select the whole table over there from the 600 to select it till the end. Don't drag it, select from the center. So only the first column values. Selected only the first column values which you have filled, not the blank one.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So now can you drag it from the bottom where the value is there 250, na? So from
Yes,
there
sir.
you drag it on the right hand side
To the end of the
to
table.
the end of the last 20%.
Yes.
Is it calculating correctly? See, whatever the uh, references you have given, and you have chosen the freeze option also, so it has
Yes, sir.
applied only for the first column. So the first column has been calculated properly.
Yes,
But
sir.
when you drag it, when you apply this to the other columns, so it is not giving the right value. So that means the reference has not been taken properly.
Yes.
Okay, what we can do it is just go to that 600.
Sir, just a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So get the cursor over there. So press F2. So now instead of freezing only the C25, okay. So press F4 and come to normal. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now just understand over here. So what is the common over here for the all the other cell values in the Amount is common,
Yes, sir.
12,000, right?
Yes, sir.
So here the discount is going to get applied 5% for one column, 10% for other column, 15%.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you get the cursor over here on the B28?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So B is the column.
Okay.
Okay. So 28th row. So this value is applicable for the calculation of all the cell values, right?
Yes, sir.
Whatever the B28 value is there, it is applicable for all the cell values. Now you get the cursor on the C25.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, what has to be changed? So when you drag it on the right hand side, whether it will be C25 or a D25.
It will be a D25.
D25. That means what is it? What is it going to be? Uh, the common factor over here is
Only the column should change.
only the column should be changed. So what is going to be freezed over here?
25.
25. Okay. So press F4 and change it over there. Okay. So now we have freezed over here. So this is
Yes.
going to help you out to get the values on the other row, right? So 10%, 15%, 20%, it is given as a row,
Yes, sir.
right? So it
Yes.
will calculate, but it should get applied for the column wise also, because when you drag it, it has to calculate for 10,000, 9,000, 8,000 also, right? So in B28, so the B column wise, it is going to be the same. When you drag it, so whether it is going to be the values, it is going to be the same. 20, when you are going to drag it, what it is going to be common? Is it B will be common or 28 will be common?
Only B will be common. The numbers will
B
change.
will be common. Yes. So you have to press F4 and freeze that only B.
Yes.
Okay. So press enter now. Enter. Okay. Now you drag and drop it. So select it. Wait. One more. Instead of dragging, I will give you one more easier way. So you know that how you can be able to select the whole table. Can you get the cursor on 600? Use
Yes, sir.
Shift, Control Shift right. Use Control Shift right arrow key. So it has
Yes, sir.
selected the last column, and Control Shift down arrow key.
Yes, sir.
So it has selected. So now you can use Control D.
Control D.
Yeah. And Control R.
Yes, sir.
Can you see the difference? Is that the values are correctly it is showing?
Yes, sir. Proper.
Okay. So it is not because of Control D, Control R. So because you have freeze the proper cell references. Okay. Because of that, you have got this. Why did I ask you to use the Control D or Control R is Control R will give you the right side values. That means whatever you have selected, the answer what you are given in the first cell, that cell references will apply on the right hand side. When you press Control R, it will get applied to the right hand side cells. Control D for downward side. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. So please practice everyone till here. So we have how many more columns you can check, how many more sheets? Can you check it out, Ma? No, the 3 dots. Okay, it is very important things are like 3 to 4 things are there, which we will discuss it in the next class. Okay, but I want you people to get practice till here. So hope it has been helped everyone, especially Abhirami. You have been able to understand the concepts on life. Okay, so
Sir.
practice once again. Okay, so whatever the columns you are left out, the cell values, so you can try it out and you can bring up the answer. If you have any doubts, you can get clarified in the next class. And thank you, Abhirami, for taking the initiative. Okay, so I request the other
Thank you,
persons
sir.
also try to give it on the next classes. Okay, so thank you all. Have a wonderful time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.